You scan it without thinking. A menu appears. A payment goes through.
A ticket opens. A website loads.
All from a strange little square. But have you ever stopped to wonder? What is actually happening when you scan a QR code? Why does it work almost every time? And how did this simple pattern quietly become one of the most important tools of the digital age? Before we dive in, subscribe. This channel is for people who want to understand technology, not just use it. Stay with me, because this story gets more surprising the deeper we go. QR stands for Quick Response. And that name is important, because speed was the original problem. Before QR codes, we had barcodes. They worked, but barely. They stored very little data. They had to be scanned perfectly. And they were slow. Factories needed something faster. So engineers created a two-dimensional barcode that could store far more information and be read almost instantly, from multiple angles. Here's the first twist of this story. QR codes were never designed for consumers. They were built for machines. And that single decision is what made them unstoppable. At first glance, a QR code looks random.
It isn't.
Every part has a purpose. The three big squares in the corners help your phone find and orient the code. The smaller alignment squares correct distortion. The grid of tiny black and white squares contains the data. Nothing is decoration. Everything is calculated. This is why you can scan a QR code upside down, from the side, or even when it's partially damaged. But that raises an even bigger question. How can something still work when part of it is missing? When you scan a QR code, your phone isn't reading it like text. It's analyzing a visual pattern. Your camera detects contrast between black and white, geometric shapes, orientation markers, and grid structure. Then software translates that pattern into digital information, in milliseconds. That's why scanning feels instant. But here's something most people don't realize. The QR code doesn't do anything.
It doesn't open websites.
It doesn't make payments. It only carries instructions. And those instructions are stored in a very clever way. QR codes store data using binary logic. Black squares represent one value. White squares represent another. Those patterns encode website links, text, contact info, Wi-Fi passwords, and payment data. The more data you store, the denser the code becomes. But dense codes are risky. So engineers added one of the smartest features in QR technology. If this is helping you see QR codes differently, subscribe. We make invisible technology visible here. QR codes use error correction. This means the code intentionally repeats and protects parts of its data. Up to 30% of a QR code can be damaged, scratched, dirty, wrinkled, and it will still scan perfectly. That's why QR codes work. On old posters, on crumpled packaging, on menus that have been used thousands of times. This is also why brands confidently put logos inside QR codes. It's not decoration. It's proof of resilience. Then smartphones changed everything. Cameras improved. Internet became instant. Touchless interaction became essential. Suddenly, QR codes were everywhere. Payments, menus, transport, authentication, advertising. QR codes didn't replace technology. They connected the physical world to the digital one. They became a silent bridge. Simple, fast, universal. And yet, this isn't the peak of QR codes. QR codes are evolving, becoming dynamic, encrypted, and personalized. Some QR codes can change destination without changing appearance. Others will power digital identity, smart cities, secure authentication, augmented reality experiences. One small square, becoming a universal language between humans and machines. Every time you scan a QR code, you're using decades of mathematics, engineering, and design, compressed into silence. No buttons, no instructions, no friction. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.